Well, Coach, you just said to me, crazy game, and it was in a lot of ways. What do you feel like your team did best in adjusting to and changing the pace of play in the second half?
Well, I thought, defensively that was as bad as we've been all year in the first half. But you have to give them credit. They came in with the kind of a fearless mindset. They were letting it fly from three, 8 of 20 in the first half. I just thought that was about as disconnected as we've been defensively. Now, some of it was scheme related, which we addressed at halftime, but we showed some clips of the guys, quite frankly, just not playing hard enough and not having the required intensity. I thought we fixed that in the second half. They were 2 of 12, I think, in the second half from three. And then, offensively really wasn't an issue in the first half. More of the same in the second, but the ball was popping for sure. And obviously when threes go in the way they did tonight, you're going to be able to score a lot.
Yeah, what was the schematic change that you implemented to run them off the three-point line a little bit?
Well, we were just disconnected. It was more of that. Like we were doing a little stuff where we were, just too spread out, too strung out. Some of it was, double teaming the post because we were trying to work on that part of our defense a little bit. But a lot of it was just honestly lazy. And so we fixed some of our weak side switching where we did more of that so we could be a little bit more compact and get out the shooters, and better job for sure in the second half.
AJ, another headline performance. It's the first triple-double ever in BYU history where a player goes for 30 or more and does it in the first in 9 years. What did you see from him that took him to another level tonight?
Well, they were playing him one-on-one for a lot of the game, and that's, I think, where the scoring came from. Also, I just said it back there, college basketball is just physical. It's a physical sport. And, he's really understands how to use that against defenders. He did it the other night. He did it tonight, too. And then teams have to make a choice. Once he started going, then he was finding guys and stuff like that. I'm more proud of the rebounds, to get 4 offensive rebounds, 6 D boards as well. Now that changes our team quite a bit when he's able to rebound the ball like that.
When did you become aware of him being close to a triple-double?
I glanced down at the stats and actually saw it at one point or another, but I was, one of the coaches said something. I actually wasn't taking him out yet, but it was like, oh, hey, AJ's one deal away, assist, I think, away from it. And then obviously I think Mihailo makes the shot. But look, man, the guy's a great player, and cool thing about him is he just wants to win. I'm sure, like, at some stage he'll be like, oh, that was cool. I had a triple-double with 30 points or whatever. But he just wants to make the right play. He wants to win. He's a great teammate, and that's what's most important for him.
What do you think of the element of Mihailo being the guy to make the shot to secure that?
I love Mihailo, man. He's a great player to coach. He does whatever we ask him to do. His role sometimes changes on a nightly basis, and he still shows up with a great attitude. And, he's helped us win games, and I trust him, and I just love coaching.
How would you sum up the non-conference in its entirety for BYU?
I think, it was a success in the sense of we have a lot of reference points. There's a lot of things we can refer back to, whether it's game plan-wise, experience-wise, situational-wise, and those are big. That's really something I believe in a lot because I think it builds trust within the guys, hey, we've been here before on this coverage or on this scheme or on this situation, like I said. So, and I think a lot of the teams that we played were Big 12-esque with, a lot of physicality and stuff like that. So I think that was good as well.
What'd you think of the debut of Abdullah Ahmed tonight, or Beto, as you call him?
Yeah, no, I loved what I saw. He's obviously not in the shape he needs to be in. He's been sick as well, like a lot of everyone else. So it's hard to really get a full eval. But look, he's big, he's mobile, he rebounds, he blocks shots. Everything else is going to come. The timing, the playing with your teammates, and once he gets in better shape, gets with our strength and conditioning coach, gets with our nutritionist, the sky's going to be the limit for how much I think he can help us on the interior.
What's the message to your team during this long Christmas break layoff to be ready for the Big 12 slate?
Honestly, right now, I didn't say a whole lot relative to that. I just want the guys to get away. I know when you go through what we just went through, I think everybody's ready for a little break physically and mentally. So I just want them to enjoy that, and then we'll have plenty of time to get what we need done in practice before we start playing again.
Yeah, what is the schedule for them to be off? Like, when do you get back together and start practicing again?
Yeah, this is going to sound like a terrible coach because I don't even know when we get back. I was honestly just trying to win this 4-game stretch. These games aren't easy. They're not easy games. And so I really was just focused on getting this win, and I'll have my assistants tell me when we're supposed to start practice again.
Totally fair. I'm not even sure what day it is, frankly.
Likewise.
Well, you get through it at 12-1, and like you say, we'll turn the page to Big 12 play. But as far as Christmas goes, what's top of the list? What's number one on your Christmas wish list in the Young home this year?
Well, we got family in town, which is awesome. We got my in-laws in town. Shout out to Tammy and Brad Bailey, and then we've got a couple of my wife's siblings in town with their kids. So there's cousins running amok all over the Young house right now. Hopefully they're not tearing the house up, but just looking forward to just spending time with everybody and making fun memories.
Do you have any quarter zips on your Christmas wish list?
I think we have plenty of quarter zips at this point. The debut of the Cougar Club one. Shout out to the Cougar Club.
Is this the off-white, or like, is that a true?
Did I wear the right one? That's the question. I don't even know. Yeah.
Again, we're not sure what day it is. Yeah. Just get through this and get to Christmas.
Hey, get me to Christmas morning, and then life's good.
Coach, congratulations on a great non-conference. Merry Christmas and happy holidays.
Likewise. Thank you. Appreciate it.